Welcome to Riverbend Talon on WBGZ. Brought to you by the Halpin Music Company.
Yeah, welcome to another Thursday night in the downtown area. What is happening, Mr. Dennis?
Brought to you by Mr. Matt Van Voorhis and Macias Insurance.
And by Halpin
right,
Music.
You say that right after Lydia says Halpin Music, and then you make sure you get it in there.
I'm trying to double bang for them. I'm trying to get them their money's worth.
I'm showing you. That's all.
Yeah.
So then, because we'll get off talking and forget to do that part.
Absolutely. Well, it doesn't take long to get my mind off track from whatever. What were we talking about again?
Right.
So this weekend is the big Bushfest weekend, and so we talked to agents. We talked to Accidentally on Purpose, not Agents of the Free. I get those danged old bands confused. Accidentally on Purpose we talked to last week. This week we've got Gary from Aid the Beast coming up in about 25 minutes or so. But in the meantime, the creators of Bushfest. We've got Doug Bush and Christy Bush sitting in studio with us, going to talk a little bit about what's happening with the event other than those specific bands. But first...
Helmet is in the meantime.
In the meantime! Oh, sorry.
Never bring up a song if you don't want him to sing.
Yeah, because if I know it, I'm going to sing it. We got to talk about Thursday night because it's already 6 o'clock.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Unskinny Bop.
Unskinny Bop, Bop, Bop.
Poison, that was a great one.
I don't even like that one.
Right.
I know it.
So I'm trying to come up with some he hates now.
Yeah. It's one of those, I don't know if you listen to the whole song or you just get the first verse and that's enough of that.
There's a Poison tribute coming to town, I think, isn't there?
I wanted you to do the next line.
Just blows me away.
All right, at least you remember. I mean, because I told you the first line.
Yeah, you kind of gave that one away.
Yeah, the whole thing, actually.
I can't help it.
Then you come up with your own songs, like a shanty. I don't know.
Sea shanties. Oh, wait a minute, that's not my own.
That's not a real shanty.
Yes, the sea shanties, though. That's happening right now. Just started 5 minutes ago. So if you want to drink some Irish whiskey and sing along with a bunch of other drunks at a bar, that is the place to be right now.
Metallica did it.
They did sea shanties?
Isn't Whiskey in a Jug a sea shanty?
Yeah, you know what? You're right. I forgot they covered that one. Whiskey in a Jar.
Now you know what to sing next time I ask for a shanty.
And a daddy-o and a whiskey in a jar. Yeah, I know all the old bluegrass versions. I can't even think of Metallica's version right now. But I'm sure it goes, yeah!
I like it better when Thin Lizzy does it.
Did they cover that one?
Well, they're from Ireland.
They should cover it.
Right. It's a must.
My buddy Tom Turbrock's favorite band right there, Thin Lizzy. Yeah. So what else is happening tonight? We got the open mic night, Jamie Dunn, happening at the Ragin' Occasion.
Did you tell everybody why we brought up shanties? I didn't catch it.
Oh, yeah, the Sea Shanty Sing-Along. Yeah. It's happening at Morrison's Irish Pub every Thursday night from 6 to 9 p.m. It's where you get drunk on Irish whiskey and sing along with everybody. Okay. And they say if you don't know the songs, it's okay.
Yeah.
You'll learn them.
I don't know songs when I go to shows. I just go, blah, 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 unskinny Bob. Right?
That's funny. So
I seen them, but I went to see David Lee Roth. I couldn't help that they were opening.
Hell yeah, you can't.
Well,
help
actually, I went to see Billy Sheehan and Steve Vai. The other guy was singing.
That would be amazing.
I would go see Steve Vai play with just about anybody, and Billy Sheehan. Yeah, okay, he's all right.
They still play together.
For a while, didn't he?
What's that?
Didn't Billy Sheehan play with Poison for a while?
I don't know about that.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure.
He was Mr. Big.
Like CC was gone for a while, and he filled in.
He was Mr. Big.
CC DeVille. Forgot about that guy.
You ever use a mic?
Well, I
use it like a mic.
I tell you, Alex set it up, and I'm like, maybe that's where he wants it. I don't know.
Well, you got to watch out. You don't want the mic between your face and the camera because you're the eye candy.
Right. I was sitting here watching.
Wait, what? You see the look I just got from Christy? Right. She's just like, I'm here. I was asked to come here to be eye candy,
right?
Specifically.
That's my job.
I'm pretty sure you introduced him.
Yeah, Christy Bush and Doug Bush. Of Bushfest fame.
I thought so. But, you wanted to repeat the sponsor, so
I did.
Repeat them.
Absolutely. I want to repeat Halpin Music and Matt Van Voorhis. over and over I'll say it. You know what else is happening tonight, though? Hollywood 5. That's at Fast Eddie's Bon Air, going on from 6 to 10 p.m.
Sean Garrett doing his steady at Gino's 140.
Yeah. Then we
in
got
Methalto.
Then we got Steve Klein, 6 p.m. at the Prairie Inn up in Dorsey.
I wanted to mention that they're closing the lake house at Buffalo Park until late October.
Well, yeah, that's probably I don't know. Maybe they're remodeling. Who knows?
Well,
Tim Crosby, son of David Crosby. That's not true.
Did you mention Steve Klein?
Steve Klein. See, that's what. Yeah, Steve Klein at the Prairie Inn in Dorsey, 6 p.m. tonight. Tim Crosby tonight, 7 to 9 p.m. at George's local brew up in Jerseyville. Probably playing on the roof.
Scott Marlin at Big Daddy's in Edwardsville. The Poor Dirty Astronauts at Reese's Brewery.
I like that name.
Right. So you should call him or try to get him.
Every
time you see a name you like, that means we haven't had those guys on, and you should try to get them.
I should call them, yeah. How do you get a hold of astronauts?
That's what they get for having a great name.
Yeah, right. That's a good name, the Poor Dirty Astronauts. I like it. Catherine Saunders.
You might need a shortwave.
I think, or a really strong ham radio. That's
okay.
I don't know. Catherine Saunders, 7 p.m. tonight. Old Herald Brewery in Collinsville.
Mm-hmm. She looks like the sister from Different Strokes with red hair.
Really?
Yeah.
Dana Plato.
Yeah. Well, probably not what she looks like now.
Every time I go out, every time I go to L.A., first thing I do is stop and visit Dana Plato's grave.
Really?
I owe it to her. I kill her. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not.
Is she a Plato puss?
I don't know. You know what's happening to know? Last thing tonight, Mo Pleasure, 6 p.m., Deutz Village Inn in Pontoon Beach, Illinois. That's your Thursday night in the River Bend area.
Mo with an E.
Mo.
Like the Three Stooges.
A wise guy. Accidentally on purpose.
Yep.
Oh,
this
my goodness.
starting first thing in the morning. Bushfest. No, maybe not first thing in the morning.
For you, first thing in the morning.
Yeah. No, tomorrow night, 5 p.m. Is that right? Kickoff is at 5 p.m.
Music starts at 5.
Yep.
And what is this, the 11th annual?
That's 12, morning 12, for some.
13th.
Yeah.
13th.
Yeah. That's why he keeps me around. 13th.
Yeah.
And that,
which is fitting.
It's perfect
for
the 2020.
And a full moon.
You planned this. You planned this 13 years ago. You're like, you know what? In 2020, it's going to be a messed up year. That should be my 13th.
13th.
Yeah. It'll be better than the year of the squirrel.
I don't know.
That was not a good one. Yeah.
Have you ever met a pangolin?
No.
Okay.
I know of. I mean,
that's what started all this. That's what started all this.
I met a scallywag.
I thought maybe you were the guy that knew the pangolin.
No.
That started all this.
I don't know. It started all what?
Well, they said it was a bat, but that was.
Now I'm tracking.
Yeah, we're going back. Yeah, that's right.
That was a mouse with wings, is all that is.
A rat with
right.
wings.
So Mickey Mouse loved that thing.
Mauchkovitz.
And when two different species cross each other, could cause problems.
Is it really?
But he's like, hey, it's a mouse with wings. What's the difference?
Yeah.
Right.
That's what
it's the part where he talked Randy into doing it too, is where it became a problem.
What species crossed to make those monkeys with wings in the Wizard of Oz? Because
those are some of
the creepiest things. A bat and a monkey. Something with wings and a monkey.
I think they were trying to represent gargoyles myself.
I don't know. Some of the creepiest stuff I've ever seen in my life.
Well, all the other Masonic stuff.
Don't cross the streams.
Are those real? So 13 years of Bushfest. Started 13 years ago on Eugene Street, up off State Street.
Right. 2008 was the first one. Yeah.
A bonfire and a couple bands.
Bash was at the first one, actually.
It was in the bowl.
You were definitely in Eugene a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, down in the bowl. Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yeah,
and at the bottom of the
still
the hill.
Place that's had the most Bushfest was
the longest
Eugene.
run.
Yeah, it had the longest run. Yeah.
Well, you moved from there up to Humbert Road for a couple of years,
right.
which was a bigger area to house more people, and then finally out to the VFW.
Had parking there at least, because Eugene was a mess for parking. That's for sure.
Yeah. The people at Hit and Run were always upset. They're like, we don't have room for this.
What about all the booze they sold them?
They would sell
That's what I
out.
was saying.
That's true.
I think it made up for it.
You don't have any beer left to sell anyway. Nobody's coming here tonight. So yeah, but then finally out to just a couple years ago, 3 years ago, out to the
Yeah, so this is
VFW.
the
Third
yeah,
year.
yeah.
Yeah, so exciting stuff going on out there. 2 stages this year.
Spread out, yeah.
A huge area to spread out in.
I was down there today looking around. I was like, man, it's massive.
I know. I was just.
We don't even use the ball field yet. We might this year if we have to spread out enough, but it's there. So you could. I might have to turn sound up a little bit.
Do they use that for parking sometimes? Does the parking
They
overflow
had.
go in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
we'll see.
They need to let people camp there.
Yeah.
See,
Agreed.
you hear me,
Totally.
VFW?
Yes.
Let
Yeah,
people
that's
camp
another thing
there.
that today
Yes.
I was like, man,
And
Yeah.
that would then
they would be ultimate.
So
then,
many
yeah. 'Cause
things.
there's
Then I
enough
could-
space for it.
I could drink a lot more.
There's all kinds of people that camp out all the time in
Yeah.
Cottage Hills.
Yeah.
Why not at the VFW?
Where do they camp?
And people
out?
lit. You never drove around Cottage Hill? You got to look in people's backyards and stuff, but
I thought those campers were just parked there. I thought
I'm
those
not gonna-
tents were up because they were getting cleaned.
well,
I
they're
didn't
doing
know.
something in there. I'm not going to talk about it.
Smells funny.
It does smell funny.
Cleanest tent in town, though.
Oh,
So,
But you have a point. I mean, they already allow camping in Cottage Hills, apparently.
yeah, I for some reason I think they have an issue with it there.
I
I
keep
would be
thinking
surprised
that's-
if that happens sooner or later.
That seems like that's Bethalto now, though.
Yeah.
I know-
Like they're just being brought in
It used to be
slowly.
Cottage Hills,
Yeah.
the VFW,
Yeah.
but I think they annexed.
There's
like,
a Bethalto cop sitting in that little parking lot.
Right, and they
today,
annexed-
as I hauled
It's right
in
there on
wood.
They annexed down to Williams, which is one street further than the VFW street.
That's the post office
South
street.
Williams
Yeah.
is where it's located. So.
Right. Okay.
There you
I'm
go.
thinking of the old street that they took out.
Yeah.
That was Lincoln or something.
Huh.
Yeah.
Land Lincoln. There you go.
You know, that used to be a
Cottage
movie
Hills.
theater right there?
Drive-in?
Yeah. No, like a old-fashioned. Yeah.
I do not remember that one.
Right before that giant building.
I remember
that's
this.
sitting there.
I remember the
The
Starlight
Autobody.
Drive-In Theater because it was through the
Oh, yeah.
woods behind my house, and like we
yeah.
would sneak through the woods and watch the movie, but you couldn't really hear them. But you could see them, and
Believe me, they
sometimes
showed
they
some
got
stuff.
adult.
Yeah, exactly. They did.
Oh yeah, when you're 10 or 11, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, this is better than Benny Hill.
I think that's the first.
I remember Kenneth Allen, you could actually see the screen from his house.
Probably the.
nice.
Yeah, it was-
That's probably the first dirty movie I ever seen.
Benny Hill.
Well, I'm pretty sure we were sitting watching one screen, right? And they were showing that on the back screen, and we didn't watch the front screen much.
You
longer.
turn around, yeah. We're looking out the back window now.
the sound for the front screen, and it's like
You could not get by with that today.
You got Walt Disney soundtrack going with Porky's on visual. I don't know.
I think it was worse than Porky's from what I remember.
Well, what I remember is that as the drive-ins started to die off, the last run of the drive-ins like really staying open, it was kind of going to adult movies.
Yeah.
Not like X necessarily, but pretty heavy R stuff.
And of course,
so,
by that time, the tickets got cheap enough to where we could actually go.
yeah,
Right
yeah.
before that, and it's like I can't afford to take 4 kids somewhere.
And that's why you put them in the trunk.
You guys are going to want a
Back in the
soda
trunk.
and everything.
That's
else.
what happened to
they'd have the nights it was cheaper or whatever.
Just went to my first drive-in concert. It should be the way every concert's done. You just
Yeah.
drive
Agreed.
in, all your stuff's there.
Yes.
Didn't
Yeah.
spend a penny on
kinda cool.
on,
It
on
is.
drinks.
We
Didn't
went.
spend a penny on food. Had all my stuff with me.
We went over.
They have carts going by if you want food, but you can
Yeah.
bring your own and bring your own drinks.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it was pretty cool.
So what's going on with Bushfest? What's the big surprises you got this year?
Movie, drive-in.
I think I'm excited about Lofty's Comet. I'm really
pretty
excited about
excited about that.
when I heard those guys, I was like, that's cool.
That's Friday night.
Friday, it's kind of a young, there's a lot of young bands, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Kind of, I think it's cool. It reminds me of the old Evangel scene that was a
Yeah,
bunch of kids.
evangelical. Yeah, a bunch of
Yeah.
kids
Yeah,
smoking
yeah.
outside a church,
Right,
in a little
right.
fenced-in area.
seniors and younger sometimes, but most of these kids there's a lot of them are still in school or freshmen.
Yeah,
College
yeah.
and stuff,
And
so.
Lofty's Comet's like jazz.
Yeah.
When I heard the music, I really thought it was going to be older folks, like my age. I say that. I don't mean like
the
old.
horn's so rich. Yeah, it sounds so great.
And then when I heard it was a bunch of kids, I'm like, oh, they got it.
They
got
do.
it. So,
They definitely do.
what else? I see.
With
visual
HOOKiE being Friday,
Visual entertainment.
Visual entertainment.
Visual
That was the question that I was posed today. What is the
Dead
visual
Roses are
entertainment?
right before them, so we got.
That's the visual entertainment.
No.
She lined this up today. So
Actually, I did. I just posted something today with Midwest Maui, local visual entertainment guy who does the fire dancing. And
is he the guy who was out last year?
Yes,
he is good. And he's got the look down too. He looks very Polynesian looking.
He's an awesome guy. He's just a great person. He goes to a lot
played
of
football
different.
with your son. With Brandon.
No, actually no.
He just knew him, I guess.
No. I actually know him through a friend of mine.
They met in a locker room.
No, he's a kid.
I thought you said that you knew him through Brandon because they're the
not
same
from
age.
Brandon. No, actually from Christine. Yeah.
Okay.
He's
So
the
there
same
you go.
age. He's the same age as her
Fake
kids.
news.
So.
If you look at
Fake news.
him when he's doing his fire spinning and you tune everybody else out, you feel like you're like Hawaii or something for a minute.
Right.
You expect some like hula dancers to be behind
Oh
him
yeah,
or something.
he's awesome.
Yeah, so
today I actually posted that all the kids love him, the ladies drool after him, and the men want to be him. So
some men do want to be with him. Wait,
true that. I mean, that's
I mean, he was in
Each
that
their
locker
own.
room. Oh wait, no.
Shush.
I don't know what I'm
Oh, my
talking
goodness.
about. Are we on the radio? I'm sorry.
We
I
are,
forgot.
and then
I
we're
forgot
also going to
what's
have a
going
couple
on.
food trucks this year as well. So we'll have Homestyle Grill and local favorite Pig on a Wing.
No, love the pig on the wing.
yeah.
Cool.
Good job, Christy. Way to shift it there.
I know, right? You got to tone him down sometimes.
So we got the
My face
food
is
and
red.
the food and the vendors.
Some great looking shirts too.
Shirts,
awesome.
yep.
Some Year of the Rona shirts with the
rhino.
We switched up the
Of
design against he's more for the classic most of the time, but I know which I love. But we kind of went with the new.
Well, the
Yeah.
classic, we already had a design with them. You know how that goes with.
Yeah, we've already paid for this.
Schwarzkopf's like, oh yeah, you want a new design? We'd love to do a new design.
Yes.
I'm like, well, yeah.
That's like $60.
The old one's kind of cool.
Another 60 bones thrown down, man. Yeah. Trust me, every year.
I know.
Yeah, every year going through it. So, what else? What else happening? Food trucks, vendors, visual effects. Obviously, music going on 2 days straight.
17 bands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course we
17
cannot do our
bands.
chili cook-off like we normally do because of the
right.
whole stupid.
We're
COVID.
kicking off with Intruder Saturday and
Intrusion.
The Intrusion.
Yeah, the intrusion.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then accidentally on purpose.
Love those guys. Accidentally on Purpose on Friday, 5 o'clock. And was it 1:30?
Intrusion.
Great bands to start off, and
Yeah,
they're
good couple-
all-
Yeah,
it's
and
all
there's
good
this
throughout,
other little
actually.
band named Family Values that's coming up right after Intrusion. Family Values.
That's a good time to take a break and go sit somewhere quiet. No, I don't know. I've heard those guys. They're a good beer break band.
Yeah, I think they're going to be on higher sound stage.
I think
jeez.
that's just a sound check, basically.
Yeah, that's the sound check band. That is the sound check band.
Apparently, they know the guy.
So
Let's go through this list real quick because we can go through the actual lineup too. I've got it written down. here.
excellent.
All right, so they got Chez Marilyn's open mic with Paul Leith and Keith Shannon down at Morrison's, who have updated their website. Yay! Taraoke Circus at Third Shoot. Whoop! Naked Soul and All Mixed Up at Fast Eddie's, Ledsled at Baker's and Hale and Godfrey, Captain Geech, and the Shrimp Shack Shooters. That'll be outside
I like it.
at Roper's Regal Beagle. And then Bushfest, here it is.
Okay.
Accidentally on Purpose at 5, Hive Minds at 5:50, Lofty Comet 6:40, Synapses at 7:30, Agents of the Free 8:20, Dead Roses 9:10, and then HOOKiE at 10, which I wrote 9, but I meant 10.
There you go, man. That's a good
That's
lineup
if nothing's changed since I seen the
Nope,
poster.
that's it.
Okay, cool.
There you go. That is the Friday lineup.
Then the rest of Friday, Lanny and Judy at 2 p.m. at the Foundry in Edwardsville, Double Tap doing the Cabin at Judy Creek. They're going to be doing another drive-in movie.
Nice.
Isaiah Christian 7 to 10 at George's local brew in Jerseyville, and it's the kickoff of Rat Run weekend. They'll have live music starting at 2 o'clock at Mike LaRosa's in Portage, Dessous.
Awesome, man.
Daredevil wasn't until Saturday and Sunday.
You going over for the Daredevil?
No. He's going to jump like a traditional Evel Knievel Harley, though. Well, he says it's a modern version of it. He's all into Evel Knievel.
His ears just perked up.
Do you remember seeing Evel
Dude, I think
Knievel?
you could get him.
Yeah, with the Royal Rangers.
It was at the I think it was at like Busch Stadium. Was it the Keel?
It was
Okay, it was at the
Keel.
old Keel.
Yeah, that was so
I remember
cool.
the whole truck pull was
Bigfoot was there.
Bigfoot was there, but the truck pull itself was like
They brought the wrong sled, so they actually tried hooking 2 trucks up
to one sled because they brought such
they
a heavy
started breaking
sled that
stuff.
nobody
Yeah, they
could
started-
pull it. But Evel Knievel jumped the
That was
entire
awesome.
Keel. He was started at the top, went
That
down.
was
Yeah.
awesome. In the seats, way
That-
up there.
Yeah, that was a
So-
long time ago.
Yeah,
man.
dude. I mean,
See what you started over there.
we were.
So write this down. His name's Cole Freeman, American Daredevil. You can get him at
Cool.
Bushfest, I'm
yeah,
sure.
I've heard you guys talking.
All right,
about it.
2,
Yeah.
4, and 6. He's going to do it. But here's the thing, man. This guy is so into Evel Knievel, right?
Yeah.
That he's trying to break all the records that somebody broke at Evel Knievel's, and then he's going to give them back to Evel Knievel. I don't know how he's going to do that.
Yeah.
Here, they're
But
yours.
that's what he said in the interview. I see.
He's probably not going to break the record for most bones
That's
broken.
that was the same one I was
Maybe.
thinking of.
Maybe
Because
that's why
if
he's,
you do, you're not going to break any other records.
Maybe
He was
this-
the only guy that had that
he's
kind of-
jumping a boat
So
over there. I think it's 85 feet he's going to go.
Wow. If it was me, my game plan would make to be the Broken Bones record, make that the last record I break. Like, I'd do all the other ones first and try and save that for the end.
All right, so let's look at Saturday's lineup at
let's do it.
Bushfest, right? The Intrusion 1:30, Family Values for the sound check at 2:30. How do you say that? Ampere?
Ampere.
Ampere. I think I misspelled it. 3:20. Sandwich Brothers Band 4:10. That's like 2 sound checks in there. Darien Rowe and
That's rough.
well, I guess Graham's going to be part of that, so maybe not so much.
No, he's not in that one.
No, they done
Okay.
kicked him out.
Oh, that's good. Well, he probably was busy and couldn't do it all
Now
the
they
time.
had
heard it was a guy he was working
musical differences.
Oh, okay.
They had creative differences.
Well, I remember one time
That's
when
Aaron McCoy said he wasn't into what you guys were into. At all.
Oh, okay.
He's like,
Man.
these guys are lame, man.
Freaking band fight breaking out. All right. Anyways, Darien Rowe and Company at 5 p.m. Aid the Beast at 6. Krickett and the Grilled Avocados. You guys heard of them? 6:50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's Krickett? Anybody know?
Yeah, that'd be me.
He's not paying attention,
He's
is
not
he?
Sorry.
That's not even paying attention
The
to me over
computer
here.
crashed over here. I'm
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
reboot it again.
Okay.
I think you broke it.
Yes, we have
did.
Krickett and the Grilled Avocados here.
Yes.
And we also have one
Chirp,
of
chirp.
the agents of the free, right? Did I miss
Correct.
anything else? You guys, I mean, he's in like 4 of these bands, it looks like.
Not either.
Okay, well, maybe 2 of them. But I'm seeing double. So
I think you mentioned last week Jacob Pullum's playing 3 times.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
doing,
He's got the record.
All Friday. No, actually he's playing Saturday.
Synapses.
He's playing both days.
He is
Intrusion.
such a stage.
What'd I miss?
He's playing with
Synapses,
Accidentally on
Intrusion,
Purpose,
and
The
Accidentally on
Intrusion.
Purpose.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Gary Markett's playing in Spilling Nelson and Aid the Beast. Is
Yep.
there
He's
another
got
one?
the-
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Lofty's
see.
Comets drummer is also in Accidentally on Purpose.
Oliver Racing, yeah.
So he's playing 2 in a row.
We got a contest going here. I don't know if Jacob wins. We're going to have to investigate this.
we have to look a little deeper.
We will.
Started to
Anyways,
play with Darian and Co. That would have made me tied with him. Agents
Oh.
of the Free.
There you go.
what if you accidentally sit in?
Uh,
That counts.
I could.
Right.
That's true.
And if that's
Sneak
the
on
case,
in.
I mean, you better go for 4 at
and
that
we
point.
have no idea how
Sandwich
many
Brothers
bands.
Band, they'll let you sit in.
We don't know how many bands Sasquatch is going to just walk up on stage.
Oh, totally.
True.
Yeah,
You
that's
could-
true.
So he could
I'm
be
going to try and
down.
get him to jump in on
He's
Krickett the
probably,
Grilled
yeah.
Avocados.
And
you
he's
know.
welcome, yeah.
That's- yeah.
One
So
band we
just-
know he'll be
As long
with.
as he's listening right now. Yeah.
Ooh.
He has an
Putting
open
the
invitation.
pressure on him. Spilly Nelson is why we bring up
Yes.
Sasquatch. They follow you at 7:50. Krickett is Grilled Avocados. That is,
Yeah.
right before him. And then Tree 14, 8:50.
Love those guys.
Hayes Bond at 10. Never heard of them.
Yeah. Oh, actually.
At the VFW in Cottage Hills. That's going down Saturday. You want me to go through this while you fix that over there?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, well, here we go. Paul Cruda going to be at Morrison's Irish Pub on Saturday. The Buzztones firing it up Saturday with Lauren Waters, 7 o'clock at Chez, Maryland's. That was a great video they did, the Happy Trails.
Yeah.
Naked Soul 1 to 5, Cross the Line 6 to 10 at Fast Eddie's, Leadfoot at 8 o'clock at Third Shoot. They're going to have a band finally at Third Shoot. Leadfoot, good choice.
Good
8
band.
p.m. at the Third Shoot in Alton. Billy Hurst playing on Saturday, straight off his brand new record store. Billy Hurst, 7 p.m. at Baker's and Hale in Godfrey. And the first ever Oktoberfest taking place at George's local brew on Saturday with Levi Tucker. I'm kind of stretching it because I see he's struggling over there.
The computer's just not cooperating.
Right, well, we need it cooperating. That would be important. You want to
Yeah.
just completely reboot it?
I just
Go for
did.
it. Okay.
I just did.
All right. Speaking of Oktoberfest and frogs, Flip the Frog, 4 to 8 at Oktoberfest. Check this out. At the Lions Club in Medora. This is the second one. We've never played Medora. I used to go pick up a guitar player there and drive him all the way back home. That was a
And then
2-hour
drive him
drive.
all the way back
Right.
after. Yeah.
So,
Been
yeah.
there, done that.
Yeah,
one,
so.
right?
Yeah, okay, so anyways, that's up in Medora on Saturday. I guess you guys were really expecting to draw that Medora crowd down to Cottage Hills, but big competition going for you up there in Medora.
Yeah. You have to
They
put
probably still got that soda machine sitting out there. Miles Station with no cover, 5 to 9 at Wild Pickens in Chesterfield. Borderline at the Hog Pit, 2 o'clock. Billy Peak at the Grafton Winery, 3 to 7. Blacktop Boulevard at the Loading Dock at 3 o'clock. Here's the intrusion, 6 o'clock at Rustic Retreats at the Gold Bar.
There's
Now let's
such an
we
intrusion.
got to see if he's going to be able to do this. How is he going to pull this off now, Jacob? What if he's
That's
playing?
true.
I think I heard something about a fill-in player filling in for him. I don't know.
Okay, so they're on
No,
Saturday.
they're actually playing first on Saturday.
What's his
because
other
they
thing?
got later.
His
He's
guy.
like,
There
that's
you
why
go.
we were going to start at 2, and he's like, if you could do 1:30, and I'm like,
So
I'm
his
sure
other-
I can do that.
And then Synapses is on Friday night.
Yep.
Yeah. There
Right.
you go.
Right.
So
Wow,
you go.
This is as confusing as the baseball playoffs. You know what I'm saying? It's like 3-game series, 7-game series, 5-game series.
They're
Are we
starting
going
at
to
like
get
4 in
play?
the afternoon. Who can watch that?
It's like 8 games a day.
No, Bush
okay.
good, I'm sure.
Anyway,
I think they won. Did they play San Diego twice already?
I don't even know if they're
They
even
played them-
playing.
They beat San Diego.
I think
once.
COVID broke out and they shut it all down. Nick and Lindsay, 4 p.m. at the back bar in Edwardsville. Lanny and Julie, 2 o'clock at the Foundry. Dead Man's Bridge at Wiggler's and Holiday Shores. I feel like I'm looking at the same page over and over.
Nah, we're down to Fedorable.
Fedorable, 6 p.m. at the cabin.
Which is a
at-
great name.
Yes, very Fedorable at the cabin at Judy Creek and Glen. Carbon, Scott and Marlin, 3 o'clock at Hoodats in Collinsville. Doc Holiday, 9 p.m. at the Refinery Bar in Wood River, not the Refinery. Graham Band, 7 o'clock at Hidden Lake Winery in Evanston. That's why you couldn't do your gig. Anyways, Rat Run Weekend on Saturday. They're going to start with the DJ at 11, then the Bullseye Band from 2 to 6 in Cole Freeman. American Daredevil will have stunt shows at 2, 4, and 6 at Mike LaRosa's Cabana Bar in Portage, Dessous. We'll go through Sunday real quick and wrap it up.
Sure.
All right. Naked Soul crossed the line at Fast Eddie's, Borderline at Grafton Winery, decades apart at the Hog Pit in Grafton, the Owls at 2 o'clock at the Loading Dock. You know, if anybody makes these shows after going to Bushfest for 2 days, they are a true music fan.
Right.
They're
I
still
think we
Serious
going.
actually
warriors.
went to a concert the day after Bushfest.
these guys are-
One time we did.
You know what I
Yeah.
usually do?
Just
I
work out that
sleep.
way.
I usually go home and go to sleep.
Yeah, normally.
For about 12 hours.
Well, Graham's going to play at 2 o'clock at Aries Winery in Grafton.
He's a beast.
Don't let him.
Right. Daring Rowe's going to play again, 6 to 9 at Reese's Brewery in Edwardsville. Rogers and Niehaus doing a Wild
Yeah.
Pickens at 2 o'clock, and then more Rat Run Weekend. This is the big jump.
Oh, yeah.
DJ Sparks at 10, The Vault from 12 to 4 at Mike's. Super Jam from 2 to 6 at Longshot, which is like right next to it. Cole Freeman, American Daredevil, 2, 4, and 6 again with the big jump at 6 o'clock over the boat in Portage, Dessous. And don't forget to check out Piano Joe on Monday if you can. You can
There you
hang
go.
at the Prairie Inn.
That for a pandemic, that's a lot going on.
There's a
in
lot
the
going on.
river bend. That is
You know, I
pages
mentioned-
and pages of stuff.
I mentioned the bar that decided to close. That happens every week too. So
Yeah,
as
yeah.
fast as they go up, they come down. That's why the links are important, and you can go there and just click on and make sure before you. That's it. What's the website? Cottonmouth.org.
Oh yeah, that's it. I forgot that one. So, yeah, that's like I say, for a pandemic, 4 or 5 pages of stuff on this side of the river mainly, other than the Portage de Sioux stuff, which might as well be on this side of the river. It's a stone skip away.
That sounds like a fun time.
It's a huge motorcycle rally that happens the beginning of October. So a lot of people that do the river road runs normally on this side go ahead and cross over. But the big draw comes out of St. Charles, and a lot of St. Louis motorists get over there. And check out.
That's a beautiful run out there. That's a lot of backcountry
Either way,
road. Yeah,
I mean,
whether you come from the river road and cross the ferry, or whether you're coming from the back of St. Charles, that's beautiful territory.
The color's not really in yet at the beginning of October, but a lot of people say the best place to see the bluffs on the river road is from the opposite side of the river.
If we could just put a big invisibility cloak over the St. Charles Power Company, that would all just be a beautiful, beautiful thing to look at.
Either that or like make them into giant bongs.
Yeah, that's exactly. I was thinking paint them like a big doobie that's just smoke blowing out the end of it the whole time.
At least it'd have something pretty about it.
Right, then I'd be like, right on, man. Thanks.
Speaking of right on, we got Aid the Beast coming up. Gary markets himself.
Yeah,
he's the marketer.
He's the beast of a marketer.
I think it's actually Markert. Right?
Yeah, Markert.
Okay.
Yeah, Gary, and poor Steve, the other guy, of the Brain Trust.
Don't tell anybody.
Okay.
Let him figure it out.
That's right. I think we talked about
it. We got a secret about Steve coming down in this interview.
Big secret stuff. It's dirt. We're gonna sling some mud here.
Illuminati secrets.
In the meantime, thanks to Krickett
Helmet.
And to in the meantime, don't say that.
I can't help it.
Way to sing it.
I'll go ahead and sing that one. You're almost there. Actually, that guy kind of just sang like his voice, like a talking voice.
Right.
Yeah. Like that or something, right?
I like this.
Not a lot of growling. I don't know where. Maybe there's some growling.
It seemed like he always did that in the meantime sort of growly, but I always liked the guy from Scatterbrain. I liked his voice.
I'm thinking of Unsung. That song was a little different.
I remember that one too. So, anyways. We got Aid the Beast coming up here momentarily. Thanks to Krickett and Mr. Doug Bush for coming down and letting us in on some of the Bushfest info. It starts tomorrow at 5 p.m. out at the Cottage Hills VFW, and then again Saturday at 2 p.m., 1:30 p.m.
1:30.
Yeah. Saturday at 1:30. Get there early because there's some good stuff going on. Like right at the beginning, then you want to take a break for a minute. So, good times to be had. Lots of fun stuff going on. Thanks for coming down.
Is there a charity this year?
No, we actually we have had a lot of success with charities in the past. This year
we'll see.
Okay. Yeah, this year
depends.
We're just seeing where it's like one of those things where we're not sure if we're gonna
have any money to
have. Make sure and pay
if we
for
haven't,
it first.
It's going to say
break even.
It's a very much a survival type.
But we've had it's been a couple thousand that we've been able to donate.
Yeah,
Chris Belden's I can't remember her Rebecca. And Kristen Grant, and that was really special.
Right.
And then last year we had kind of a silent donation, but it was about the same amount, so it was cool. That was cool. I mean, as Bushfest has done, different things and moved here.
We do have a
and
beneficiary in mind this year, so
but you don't want to start saying we're going to do this too. There's something to do because a year like this, you're lucky if you don't go in the hole.
The beneficiary's going to owe us a couple hundred.
Right. Well, look. You're our beneficiary, and it cost us $800. So if you could make that check payable,
I just wanted to make sure because I know you guys have done a lot for charities over the last few years, and so I thought maybe I just didn't
tickets. So we just haven't we just haven't taken it in.
Everybody get out there. What's the ticket price?
$10.
$10. Everybody get out there. $10 per person per day. So $10 when you show up.
7 bands one night and 10 the next. So
if enough of you come out, there will be money to give to a cause. If not, then this party costs. So you guys got to chip in more than So $10 is fine.
I guess there's no limit. I guess we don't know how many yards you'd have to spread out and all that stuff. I guess.
There's so much room out there that
I know.
we would have.
Right.
So if you had like
plenty of room to social
you
distance.
might get to the point where you'd have to
1,000 people
do the
might
drive-in.
be a
You're like, you
problem.
gotta stay by your car because, but you know,
Yeah, but it'd take a lot of people to get to the number
1,000?
where,
you're gonna be testing
1,000
your
people.
Yeah, it'd take 1,000 people. You could still socially distance in that area.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Let's
Yeah.
try to do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
why not?
there you go. That would be great.
Let's figure that problem out.
Yeah.
Tabulous.
Yeah, right.
Two
All right.
charities, we do that.
Hey,
Yeah,
the second one,
exactly.
if you want,
Yeah.
I'm poor. I mean, if you're just looking,
He's got a heated swimming pool. I think he's
I know.
exaggerating.
I've been in it. Yeah.
I didn't say my wife was poor. I said I was poor.
Lars Ulrich over here, right?
Right.
I need to get a new floating bar for my
downloading
pool.
my music for free. I need another million. No, I don't. All right. Hey, well, thanks, Doug. Thanks, Tricky. We will see you guys tomorrow night out at the Cottage Hills VFW, and we will be back with more Riverbend Talent brought to you by Matt Van Boris of Macias Insurance and by Halpin Music. And it's another edition of Riverbend Talent. Actually, welcome back to Riverbend Talent, right?
I don't know where we're at in
it
this
is.
segment.
Welcome back to Riverbend Talent.
Pre-recorded.
Pre-recorded interview here. I'm Pigpen, and that's Dennis, and this
And
is
Matt Van Boris is not here.
He's not here, but he's
He
here
is
with
our
us in
sponsor,
spirit.
Right.
Yes. So if you need some insurance, go to Macias Insurance
And
on
if you need-
Delmar Avenue in Godfrey, Illinois, and ask for Matt Van Boris specifically.
If you need a new bass rig, don't go there.
No, then you got to go to Halpin.
Music, right?
Yeah.
And you got to check their Facebook page because they get used stuff in every once in a while,
Yeah, there you go. That's
and it don't stay.
probably not long. And to get the good deals, you got to go used.
Right.
You got to go used.
Oh,
so
we
there
know
you
that.
go. Speaking of
I
used,
bought a used pot roast once. That didn't go so well.
I bought used pot once. That did not go well at all. It's just a pile of ashes. I was broke
Yeah.
at the time. I
Do
don't.
what you got to do.
Man, I can't remember the last time I had to smoke resin.
Nothing but
Remember
stems
that?
and see. Oh, I do
It was
remember.
after brickweed. And you'd save the resin from the brickweed.
That was
Those
like-
are bad times.
I think that was the Reagan era. No, I
It
know.
was. You're right.
I know.
That was Iran-Contra. They didn't have time to stop for marijuana. They were bringing in way too much other stuff.
Well, that dang old Cold War.
Bobby
They
Seale.
were.
Yeah,
Remember
that's a
Bobby?
95 weed for sure.
Well, you know the Oliver North was busy
Yeah.
moving other stuff at the time.
And Bobby Seale, right? In
Well,
in
yeah.
Arkansas,
Oh yeah,
where the president came
Barry
from
Seals.
eventually.
Yeah,
Right.
that guy flew a lot of flights between Columbia and
Barry, that's
Baton
right.
Rouge.
Bobby Seale played for the Falcons.
Yeah, Barry Seals played for the U.S. government.
But he sued him for using the name Seal. And then a guy came around and started a band, and his name was Seal. But it gets confusing. Had a big thing on his face. I
I
know
don't
what it
think they confused him with Barry Seal.
was. No, they didn't.
Yeah.
He was totally different. He just used one name like Prince. Seal.
All I know is when Barry Seals took pictures of Oliver North loading the military planes full of stuff, Oliver North ended up getting 2 years in prison and then a show on Fox.
He had a good lawyer.
Okay. Hey, come on, sweet
So I'm just saying,
Good
I'm
to
not
be
sure.
connected.
I'm not sure. Anyway, let's introduce our guest here.
Oh, it's not Barry Seal.
It's not Barry Seals. It's Gary.
Gary Seal.
Gary Markert.
Yeah, thank you.
Gary
It's not
Markert.
even
What's up,
close
guys?
to Seal.
That is not even close
Why are you
to
bringing
Seal.
up seals?
I don't know, because I like aquatic life.
Kiss by a Rose was a wonderful song.
I'm more into penguins
I
myself.
love it.
The Emperor Penguin is the king of us all, but Gary Markert
Yeah.
is the bassist for Aid the Beast.
He doesn't do the marketing.
He's also the marketing, in which we're going to find out in this interview. There's some marketing issues with the band right now.
Apparently,
We're gonna
half of them went to the wrong town.
we're going to talk about Steve Walker next. Steve Walker is the guitar player and
Is he the one that
vocalist.
drove to Troy instead of Alton?
He's in Troy right now.
Okay.
They're driving
That
back.
really happened.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not fake news.
No,
That-
that's
Which
real news.
we very seldom ever
We wouldn't
give real
deliver
news.
fake news on this radio station.
Oh no, never.
I don't know how he confused that, but somehow Steve Walker, the guitarist and vocalist of Aid the Beast, got confused and drove to 227 Market Street in Troy, Illinois. So,
Well, they're from Missouri. Give them a break.
he will not be with us today.
Alton and Troy sound like close to the same thing if you're from Missouri. They just got one town over there, St. Louis.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought, what about Kansas City, man? Come on.
Oh, that's way
talking
far
about Kansas?
away. If you're driving to Kansas City, you're definitely not going to make the show tonight.
Well, the I-70s World Series is all I remember about Kansas City. But anyway, Gary Markert and Steve Walker are you guys are the heart and soul of Aid the Beast. You guys are the
right.
brains behind the brain trust, we'll say.
Yeah. We're the face of the project, definitely.
Definitely the face of the project, because on the
We're
first
right on the
album, there's a picture of you and Mr. Steve Walker surrounded by animals.
Yeah.
Those are the clowns that filled in on the other. There's the ape played drums. The lion played saxophone, I believe. No, I don't know.
No, the bird played drums.
The bird played drums. So you guys are the main part of the band, and then when you do gigs, you have other people fill in with you.
That's right. Yeah, and even in the studio, it's not that, we do all. I don't play drums, or anything. We call in some studio musicians and pay them and have them lay down their tracks.
Ooh, hired guns. Hired geeks.
Hired guns, yeah. Yeah, well, I mean,
This
really
is
the story.
obviously Illuminati.
It's
If you
part of
got
it.
funds to hire people to come in,
I think
That's
that's
amazing.
a really good point, actually.
Yeah, I'm
We're
getting
partially
nervous.
Sponsored by.
well, plus Beast. I mean, that's
the
a
Beast
reference to
Illuminati.
Kingdom and King, right?
Yeah.
So who's your king?
Elvis.
Elvis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who is the Aid the Beast project sponsored by?
Sponsored by yours truly and Steve Walker. Yeah.
Nice.
That doesn't sound Illuminati at
No,
all.
I would have probably.
Yeah, we're the
asked-
big money behind it. Yeah.
Johnny Walker would have been closer.
Sponsored by our 9 to 5s.
I was going to say, I can tell by the way you're dressed, you're a spiffy dresser, so you've obviously got money.
Yeah.
Shiny shoes and all.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Caught me come from work. Yeah.
Yeah,
So the last time you guys were here, we were in quarantine, right? And we did it over the internet. Well, that
we
didn't
did.
work out too well. The best part, though, was we couldn't hear him.
Yeah, we lost him for at least half of it.
the
It was
best
great.
part
like
of
2
all
months without him.
the best part of all the quarantine shows was you couldn't hear me.
Yep, you could see him smiling. That was good enough.
He was just like, I'm here.
I'm just the eye candy.
He doesn't like fake laughs, so he would never do that. Ever.
I laugh at anything. I'm a happy-go-lucky
He's
kind
like,
of fella.
man, it drives me nuts is when I hear those ladies on the radio fake laughing. It's really not funny. They're just trying to make the guy sound funny.
Yeah. Which ones?
I don't have any idea what we're talking
Well,
about.
I could name some of them, but he used to work with them. So
You know what really makes him mad? If you go on his bus, then that'll really get him.
yeah,
I did chase you off a school bus one time.
Mm-hmm.
It happened.
I had no idea it was you, though.
see,
It was the black hoodie. I think that threw him off. Really.
it's always I'm peace and love, and then my name used to be Scrap. That didn't mean nothing.
I don't know what he's talking about. My name's
He
Opal.
does know what he.
My name's Opal.
He used to be known for fighting.
I'm known for nothing now. You know who's known for something good? Corey Clapper.
Corey Clapper. Oh man, you're talking about Kings. There's one of them right there.
I really enjoy Corey. I've seen him on multiple instruments, and every time
In
it's
multiple
just-
bands.
And multiple
Yeah, what a
bands.
guy.
And, yeah, it's
For
good.
real.
Good cat right there.
Let's see.
He's going to be sitting in with you. We didn't even bring up the fact that Aid the Beast is going to be playing Bushfest
Right.
Yes, we are.
in 2 days.
It's
from
in
now.
the promo, but we didn't bring
It's
it
in
up
the
in
promo,
the show.
but so far in the show, this Saturday night, Aid the Beast. You will not only be performing with Aid the Beast, but an hour and a half later, you'll be performing with Spilly Nelson.
That's right.
Okay.
There you go. So
Yeah.
you got the double header that night. Will you be doing a costume change between bands?
Oh, that's a good point. Maybe I'll dress fancy for one, and then rip all those clothes off and have like a total tie dye thing underneath. You never know with me. I might go wild.
I would suggest for the Spilly Nelson set, tie-dye pajamas.
Okay.
Isn't that what is that? Is that the theme for Spilly?
Yeah.
I've been to a few pajama parties with you guys. It gets crazy.
Yeah, it gets a little weird.
DMT.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Obviously, I'm not part of that club.
I've not really been to a pajama party with them.
I'm sure you have.
I'm making it all up. But no, that's great. Corey's going to be playing with you. I brought Corey up. He's going to be playing with you this Saturday. He's going to be part of the Aid the Beast live show along with Nathaniel Hoyle.
That's right.
And he will be sitting in on the drums with you guys. So when Aid the Beast goes out, it's you and Steve and whoever you can talk into.
Yeah, whoever we can
Come
con
into the
into
show.
doing it. Yeah, it's like, come on, man, please.
Right?
Yeah, Nathaniel's my boss. So
That's when you pull the
pester
money
him
out?
all day at work and be like, hey, man, just come do it for me, please.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Please
That's
is
how I
always
talked
good.
him to doing it, yeah. I told him I'd buy him a beer, too, so.
That always helps.
Yeah.
I'm a professional. As long as I get some beer, get that waitress to come over here now. So you guys, when did you put out your first self-titled album, the Aid the Beast album?
No one
74, I think.
Yeah, it was at least by then.
Thin Lizzy, we're on tour with.
It was a couple years ago now. Yeah, I think it's been 2 years since we put that one out.
I think you were 3
Mm-hmm.
in 74. But
Too many numbers for me.
yeah,
No,
it wasn't even 3 yet.
That's
how amazing this band is.
sorry.
Wow.
They had albums out before they were born.
Before they were born. This one's
We do what we
called
can.
In Utero.
I just listened to that, actually.
Yeah, that's
a pretty good
It's a
album.
good album.
Yeah.
It's got a couple jams on it.
Yeah, I like that one.
So, you guys, so when you went into and did the first one, you had some hired guns, but you're currently you've sort of just finished up a second album,
Yeah, and
unreleased, but recorded.
but tracked. Yeah, we have Corey Clapper playing guitar on that one, and we have Alex Maurer playing drums on that one.
Another
Power
familiar
Hour.
face.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
That sounds like a couple other bands I've heard of.
that's half a neurologic right
That's
there.
Yeah.
And some Stone Sugar Shakedown.
We got
That's some
some
Stone Sugar Shakedown
and
action.
Some Neurologic mixed in.
So there's
Little
only
Billy
one.
Nelson mixed in there too.
There's only one band, and they all turn into other bands,
Yeah.
sort of.
Neurologically aid the Spilly Nelson beast.
Right.
Yeah. There you go.
I don't know. I'm just trying to throw some stuff out there.
We could throw about 6 hours of original music.
Right.
your way.
There you
That
go.
group.
There you go.
Just don't stop playing. Just have the next guy kind of slide under and
That
grab
would be a
it.
fun experiment.
Yeah, it would be.
Oh yeah, someone comes in and tags in on drums,
Yeah.
like,
Get out.
"Hey,
Right.
tag in, man! Come on!"
Without
tag-"
anything stopping.
that would be pretty.
Those are good ones.
We tried to do a switch over like that, right down at just Don and Penny's down the road, where we switched bands from. I was in the Sandwich Band, and we went from the Sandwich Band to Agents of the Free, and we did it without stopping. Where in the middle of like one song, they switched the drummers and handed off the guitars, and that way there was no break between the bands, because I was afraid if we quit playing, people were gonna boo.
Yeah.
So I'm like, is there any way to avoid us stopping playing? Anyway,
I want to give them that chance.
I don't want to give them the chance to boo. They can boo for us whenever the Agents of the Free leaves the stage.
So you're playing with the Sandwich Band and Family Values?
yeah, yeah, that's right. But
That's awesome.
I will be doing a back-to-back set also. Or whatever.
That's like one band too.
Yeah.
pretty
That's
much.
awesome. That's how it works these days, right?
Yeah, well, you just. I don't know how it works, to be honest. If I knew how it works, I would have had a band
Whatever
longer
gets
than a
you
week
playing,
or two.
you know, whatever.
Right. Well, you guys finished. So this newest album. What's the name of the newest album?
Passerins.
What does that mean?
That's a language I
It's
haven't heard.
a term for perching birds.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that like Klingon or something you're speaking to me?
No, just a bird.
Ah,
Like a
Okay.
parakeet or something.
So
that can perch on
It's
and use its feet like a claw.
right, a little perching bird.
That's right.
I thought you said it's a term for poaching birds. I'm
Like
like,
when
well,
they
that's pretty mean.
When they
Yeah.
combine the beast with the bird in Revelations.
Ah,
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm on to them.
I'm just saying that out of
We're a
all-
Christian rock band. Yeah.
Well, that was the opposite side. The beast and the eagle.
in the burden.
The lion and the eagle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go away from the light. So you
yeah, that's a good idea. Never go towards the light.
I don't know why I said that. I'm just encouraging this behavior.
That's
just totally
It might
encouraging
be a
this.
deception.
Well,
They'll have family members inviting you too, just to make it more of a deception.
Look,
Then the next thing you know, you're back here.
if there's one thing I took away from all 6 Carlos Castaneda books, it's
bad thing is
avoid the light.
You might come back as a hippo or something. You don't want to be.
As long as I'm
Hey,
the
those are
hippo,
pretty badass.
as long as I'm the hippo in the tutu that dances on the cartoons,
No,
I'm
not
cool
that
with
hippo.
it.
That's-
That was a cool hippo.
Someone drew that hippo. It's not real.
Somebody drew Judy Jetson too, but I still want to get with her.
Yeah.
I mean, she's pretty hot. I don't know what I'm saying. So let's get back to Aid the Beast. Let's talk about aiding beasts. So you.
I was talking about the beast.
We were talking about hippos for sure.
Yeah.
So
And
you
lions
guys,
and eagles.
so you guys recorded the new album, Do It Yourself Style project, right?
Yeah.
Self-produced.
Mm-hmm.
Self-named after a bird,
Mm-hmm.
and but you had a friend sort of engineer it for you, Alan Cooper.
Yeah, that's our buddy. He actually helped us with the recording, and he did mixing and mastering for us on the first album as well.
Yeah, and so on this one, you guys sort of produced it. He engineered it, and then you sent it down to Sawhorse to get mastered. Jason McAteer
Yeah.
did the mastering on that, but there's an issue with putting it out.
Oh yeah.
It's a marketing issue.
We're held up in marketing. Our marketing team is we're in the I think that you have an idea of what something is supposed to look like, and then when it comes out of someone else's mind, it's not necessarily what you wanted. And so when you start adding cooks to the kitchen, I think people get tied up, and I think that's what happened with this album. Even with the first one, we hired a guy. He was from the St. Louis Artists Guild. Jeff something, I can't remember his last name right now, but
Stanley, we'll say.
Yeah, Jeff Stanley. He did the first one. And,
Paul Stanley's going to be suing him.
And we had a completely different sketch of what that looked like, and his idea was to present it more like that, so it's more eye-catching, and we took his artistic advice and interpretation and went with it for that album.
Yeah.
And we have some artwork for the second album that my good buddy Travis Major did, and I think that maybe it's not the right image, for the album, or at least the group agrees that it's not the right image, and so we're hung up on that, but we're gonna get it out really soon. I think we found something that's really gonna work and everyone's gonna like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it wasn't an issue of your friend's art being bad art. It just didn't fit the project.
It's amazing art, and everyone that sees it loves it. I'll show you guys. In a minute.
But it just doesn't fit the project for the album.
It seems like it would be more of like an electronic project or something like that.
Right.
And the sound of our new album is definitely not like EDM style,
No?
No.
I was really hoping that...
We're interested in working with that sort of idea, but our live recordings, not our live recordings, but the album recordings and our live show, very much not that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what would you say your live show sound is?
Yeah, I like to compare us to, alt pop bands like Incubus and
I
the
hung
Red
out
Hot.
with those cats, man. When they were like in high school when they were on tour.
Yeah.
They were literally backstage at a show. The drummer was doing homework before the show. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, homework, man. I'm still in high school. I'm like, that's crazy. Yeah. You're playing a sold-out show tonight.
Remember Silverchair? I was just talking to my buddy about Silverchair. They were crazy, too.
Yeah, insane. Kids doing that. But yeah, so that's
they like them young in the Illuminati.
Yeah, they do.
They're slaves.
So they're... Sorry, I'm doing symbols to the camera. That doesn't help on radio at all.
Yeah, not at all.
No, so you guys did the second album yourself. You tracked it out. You didn't do like a live jam situation.
No, we like to get the guys a couple takes on their solos, and stuff like that, and listen in and kind of make sure that everything sounds good, or at least to an acceptable level. I think there'll always be moments where I'll go back and be like, should have did that differently, you know. But
like on your first album, I bet you listen to it every once in a while.
Yeah.
Man, if we would have spent more time there.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the big. How do we stop fixing things that you run into after a while?
I try not to hone in on that stuff after it's released. But
yeah, just don't listen to it again.
Yeah. The good thing is I was listening to a track off of that one, and the guitar player Matt Rowland, who's in a bunch of projects around St. Louis too. He really was impressive on the album, so I like to geek out on the solos sometimes, you know, when I go back and actually listen to it.
It seems like it's that way with most recordings I've been involved in afterwards. If I listen to it and I listen to myself, I'm just like, oh, I should have done that different. I wish I would have said something different or done. But then I like listening to the other people on there.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, they're rocking it.
He turned down at me and let everyone else.
Right.
Yeah.
I was talking to him earlier about the last time you guys were on air, and I didn't listen to it, and I don't think he's ever went back and listened to any of our shows. He refuses to. He's like, I'd have to listen to myself. I wouldn't want that.
Yeah.
I get it, man. It's a tough thing. It is. I always take it back to grade school, you know, when I got that tape recorder out for the first time.
Yeah.
And listened to my voice and thought, I don't sound like that.
Right.
And everybody else is like, yeah, you do.
I've got to sound cool.
Man, I need to change that.
I'm going to try to talk a little different. Let me do my voice a little bit here. Yeah.
If I smoke 3 packs a day for 20 years, then I'll have a great voice.
Yeah, so if you don't want your kids to start smoking, don't let them have a tape recorder.
There you go. That's good advice.
If you want your kids to stay off drugs, get them a guitar. They'll never be able to afford drugs.
I don't know. It helps you concentrate for a real long time.
Advice,
That's important when you're learning an instrument. Some drugs you need to learn an instrument.
Well, yeah. We're calling those ones medicine.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's
We can go there now.
It's medicine.
Yeah.
So when might we expect the marketing issues to resolve themselves and hear the new Aid the Beast album?
Well, I just talked to the team earlier today, and I think that
The king? You talked to the king?
The team of the king.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that early next week we can see some real progress moving forward, and as soon as budget comes back up, we'll get those physical copies ordered.
And
probably not in time for
start-
Bushfest, though. That's
I wish
really close.
Yeah, I don't think budget allows that. Yeah,
it's
good you guys have budget.
Yeah, we'll see if
And
the
you
job
market.
goes through. Then maybe budget will loosen up a little bit.
right. You had the job interview today. That's
Yeah.
right. If you land the job, suddenly there's a boost in the budget.
Yeah, there you go.
Man, this
And
is
if you don't
professional.
land the job, the budget's just kind of sitting there.
Yeah, then marketing is like, let's do it.
Well, we all look forward to the new Aid the Beast album. What's the name of it again?
Passerins.
Passerins.
Yeah.
It's spelled with an X, though. It
Yeah.
sounds like an
somewhere
S.
It's a silent X.
Yeah, there you go. Very confusing. English is the most confusing language ever, except maybe Latin. But anyway, so this weekend, though, if anybody who doesn't want to wait on that album, there's a chance to see Aid the Beast. You're going to be playing Saturday night, main stage out there at Bushfest.
That's right.
And you're going to have my friend Corey Clapper with you, so I'm looking forward to that.
Wait till you see him rock, man.
No, I've seen him rock.
Yeah.
Seen him rock hard. Rock hard as could be, man.
I've seen him clap a lot. He's a clapper.
I heard he's got the... No, I
He
didn't.
he likes to watch other bands and clap for them.
Yeah, I heard he's got that name because he's always looking for penicillin.
No, that's not it.
It's true. Yeah, that's how he earned that nickname.
I'm sorry,
I'm
Corey.
defending him.
No, that was Clap Daddy. Yeah, that's how he earned Clap
the
Daddy.
Clap Daddy.
Yeah.
So, well, everybody can get out and see Aid the Beast at Bushfest. It's going on Friday and Saturday this weekend with just countless bands.
Countless.
Well,
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm trying to really.
If I see anyone out there counting, I'm going to warn them.
Sorry, this is a countless event.
You're never going to get to the end, man. I'm sorry.
You can try, but you'll never
I
make it.
suggest getting a hot dog.
Well, here we
Calm
go.
down.
I'm going to give you the rundown real quick. We've got on Friday night, 5 p.m., Accidentally on Purpose,
That's one.
followed by Mind Hive, followed by Lofty's Comet, then Synapses, Agents of the Free, The Dead Roses, and then HOOKiE will finish out the Friday night lineup on Bushfest 2020. Saturday, we got, who do we got? We got The Intrusion, and then Family Values, Ampere, the Sandwich Brothers Band, Darian Rowe and Go, maybe? And Co. There we go. Couldn't quite read the writing on that one. Aid the
Yeah,
Beast,
He reads this every week.
Krickett and the Grilled Avocados, Spilly Nelson, Tree 1-4, and then Hayes Bond finishing out that night. So you got a 6 p.m. and a 7:50 set there, my man. Are you ready for it?
I can't wait. Yeah,
Awesome.
I can't wait to see everybody and say hi.
Oh, yeah, it's been a crazy summer with hardly any live music. Anybody out there that's going, why are they doing this in this crazy pandemic time? If you haven't been out to the VFW in Cottage Hills, there is a ton of space. I mean, just acres and acres. There's a whole ball field that people don't even go into. So if you're thinking, I'd like to see some live music, but I'd like to socially distance, there's room to do it. Take your chair, walk off in the distance, and you're socially distanced. It's that easy.
But don't plan on playing baseball.
Don't plan on playing
People
baseball.
don't go there,
Well, you know,
right, on the field.
you're not supposed to play
People
baseball.
don't even go there.
Well,
Don't they park
You
there?
probably could play baseball there if you wanted to.
I don't know. I say things like that. I don't know why I say things. This is the last time you'll ever hear Dr. John in your life, unless you've got his album. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I say things that don't make any sense. I don't know why. Anyway,
Perfect.
come on out to the VFW in Cottage Hills and check out Gary Markert. And Aid the Beast, his band Aid the Beast, as well as he'll be with Spilly Nelson.
Yeah.
How can people check you guys out on social media?
Oh yeah, you can check us out. On Facebook, Aid the Beast. Spotify, Instagram. We're on all that hot jazz.
Ooh, Hot Jazz, that's my favorite one, man. What name under Hot Jazz?
Hot Jazz at Aid the Beast _rockintimes.com.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I don't know if I'll remember it.
I don't know either, but if they just search Aid the Beast on Facebook, on Spotify, probably Facebook, all of those things.
We have links
YouTube.
at our site for them guys, right?
There you go. You can go to cottonmouth.org if you want to know what's
That's the
going
one
on
they
this
hear every
weekend.
week. Maybe they'll
And
remember that.
there you go. There's links to all of the bands and the gigs that are going on. Thanks to Dennis for putting that list together and all those links. Thanks to Gary for coming down and talking about
wait a minute.
Aid the Beast.
I hired someone to do that.
Wow.
I learned from Gary, man. You don't
You gotta pay the guy.
you hire someone. If
Wow.
you wanted to sound good
You hire
or
someone.
look good, in this case, you
hire-
hire somebody.
you pay a
That's
professional.
That's marketing.
Yeah. My problem is I don't
I've
have any
learned
money.
a lot from this interview, and I'm going to take it forward. And
There you go. Ride that wave as far as it'll take you, baby.
trying to get in the club.
There you
You
go.
guys, thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
And
Thanks.
letting me talk about the band and everything. That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming down. And
We'd like to had your friend, but he went to the wrong town.
That happens every now and then.
It does.
Yeah.
Graham Pagano from HOOKiE went to the wrong Camp Manitoba for Family Fest.
Why is there more than one Camp Manitoba?
Because
Yeah.
the guys who owned one ended up buying another one, and so there's two of them in
So
Illinois.
this won't confuse anyone.
Yeah,
Not at all.
Yeah. Well, Graham was the
Are there
only.
two Aid the Beasts? I
There
mean,
might be.
There might be. It's
There
like
might
there's
be a
one
backup.
for the first album and one for the new album.
All I know for sure is that Graham Pagano is the only one who made that mistake. And everyone else came to the right one. Either that or maybe I just didn't hear about the other people who did it. So I don't
Got
know.
a different Google than
It
everybody.
happened.
And they kind of needed him to sing and play guitar. Didn't
Yeah, he was
They-
important.
They were fine without him. Really better. No.
It was all bass and drums. I would have liked that.
It was weird not having Graham Pagano in the Graham band.
There you go. Well, speaking of Graham Pagano, he will be our guest next week. HOOKiE will be live in the studio with with us next week.
I better calm down.
Yeah, there you go. So HOOKiE will be with us next week. Thanks again to Gary Markert for coming down. Thanks to Matt Van Voorhis of Macias Insurance. Thanks to the whole crew out at Halpin for sponsoring us. And thanks to my
You're going to thank me after all that?
Yes.
I can't believe it.
Thanks to Dennis Laird.
Maybe you're not going to kick my butt.
No. There you go. Hey, everybody, get out to Bushfest this weekend. The VFW, Cottage Hills, it's going on both Friday night from 5 p.m. on and then Saturday from 1 p.m. on. So an all-day event there. Get out and do that. And what else are they going to do?
Is Macias going to put it back together for one?
No.
I guess I'm not going to make it. I like that metal that you guys used to do.
I like American metal.
I miss your metal.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, heavy metal.
I guess harsh probably isn't it? I'd rather hear Macias than
that's many moons ago. I got to go back to...
It was a good moon, man.
I quit smoking cigarettes a long time ago. I'd have to go back to smoking 3 packs a day to sing that stuff.
I remember you spitting a lot.
Well, that's because I smoked 3 packs a day. That was my lung
these days.
That was my lung coming up, man. All right.
Back when it was okay to spit.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you get in trouble for that sort of thing. I think I get in trouble for everything I do right now. So there you go. I hope I don't get in trouble when I say this. Hey, everybody, thanks for being a part of this. Thanks to the listeners, and everybody get out and support local music and art.